गुरुं दीनतारिणं नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरम् सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 12th chapter. Yesterday we heard Jadabharat is telling to Rahugana that, my dear king, whatever moving and non-moving creatures that we are seeing in this material world, all of them are nothing but transformation of earth. They are all temporary. So if one says, then earth must be permanent, he says, no, even earth is not permanent. The earth becomes unmanifest into atomic particle. Then this atomic particle must be permanent? No, even that is also not permanent, because it is just a speculation or an assumption by a certain class of philosophers, because from nowhere something can happen. Something will happen from something else. Something is the cause of something. Nothing cannot be cause of something. Isn't it? There should be something. Because there is want of some source for the earth, they have assumed paramanu, or they have identified atomic particle to be the place where the earth is also becoming unmanifest. But in reality, even that atomic particle is also not permanent. In a similar manner, my dear King Rahugana, there are also several elements, gross, subtle, big, small, effect, cause, consciousness, conscious, matter, etc. All these things are there in different names, but none of them are permanent. All are temporary elements. Then he says, what is permanent then? If you are telling the human living entities are not permanent, the customary activities, the activities between them are also customary, not permanent. If earth is not permanent, atomic particle is not permanent, all other elements that we are seeing are not permanent, what is permanent? Or what is eternal truth? Which is, what is the real truth? The reply is Advaya Jnana Satya. Absolute undivided truth is the eternal or the permanent object. Everything else is temporary, because the moment we say relative, it is relative to time, relative to place, and relative to situation also. Now we are saying something, it also is relative to time. How it is relative to time? I am a son or I am a daughter. That is relative to time. But now I am a mother or I am a father. It is the same me. With time, my designation has changed. I was a student one time, but now I am a master. So, I am an employee one time, now I am an employer. In this manner, with time, my position is also changing. So, what is right? Everything is customary. Everything is as per that time and circumstance and situation. The moment the time changes or the situations change, everything will change. Now, in India, we are driving on the left, overtaking on the right. If one is following rule, otherwise everything can happen in India. Anything can happen. But as per rule, one have to drive in the left and overtake from the right. But when you go to America, it's just the opposite. You have to drive from the right and overtake from the left. Germany also same, Russia also same. So, that is relative to place. It is not an absolute truth, everyone should drive from the left or everyone should drive. No, that is relative to place. In a similar manner, whatever we see in this material world, everything is relative. Nothing is absolute. Relative existence of relative thing implies that there must also be an absolute thing. As we heard example, studied several examples, that which is temporary indicates that there is something that should be permanent also. That which is customary, there must be an existence of the thing that is real also. When we say something is relative, there must be an existence of absolute also. Because everything is compared with the absolute. How can you say relative? Relative is with reference to something is relative. Isn't it? It is hot or cold. Now when do you say it is hot or cold? Compared to yesterday, it is hotter today. So you have compared with something. But yesterday is not an absolute point also. 10 years ago climate was very nice. But these days it has become hotter. Means everything is relative. What is absolute? There must be something that is absolute. Eternal truth, undivided truth is absolute reality. That absolute reality is Vishuddha. That knowledge is completely pure, beyond the three modes of material nature. And some understand this undivided truth to be called as Brahman, as all pervasive and what do you call, that which does not undergo any transformation, non transformable object, Brahman. Some persons know this undivided truth to be Paramatma as a localized aspect, existing in individual living entity, but at the same time not undergoing any transformations when the living entity is undergoing transformation. When the body of a living entity is growing and we are born a small baby, now we are big, the Paramatma inside has not changed as per the size of our body. The body is changing. Similarly, Atma is also not getting elongated. Our body is getting changed because body is transformable. Consciousness, the conscious unit is something that no material dimensions can specify. You cannot say that Atma is of this size, Atma has grown this size. No, it is beyond any material words or material description, material measurements. That's a totally different object altogether. That's a different object completely. Just like if you want to measure the width of this, what is the, how much wide is this? What do you use? A measuring tape, but not a weighing scale, isn't it? You don't put it in a what do you call, a weighing scale to find what is the length of it, because the instrument to measure this is different. In a similar manner, the instrument to measure the Atma cannot be any material instrument. It is a spiritual object. Spiritual objects cannot be calculated by material measurements. So the point is, Paramatma living inside everyone's heart is not undergoing any transformation while one is undergoing the transformations, the body is undergoing transformations, or when one is suffering good or bad actions. Now some say Atma, Paramatma is inside. When when body is getting trouble, Paramatma is also getting trouble because he is inside us. That is a foolish understanding. He is not getting any, happiness or distress with the bodily relation. He is totally untouched. How is it possible? He is present inside us, but he is not touched by anything like that. That is what our Bharat has given an example. That the material examples of pot and cooking of the rice cannot be applied to spiritual objects because they are of two different natures completely. When they are of two different natures, you cannot compare. You cannot compare wood with stone. You cannot compare wood with air. They are two different natured, objects. They cannot have any comparison. In a similar manner, one cannot give any material metaphor for spiritual objects. The third aspect that the absolute truth is realized in is Bhagavan feature, as a personality feature, that is called as Vasudeva. The devotees are able to realize this form, the personality of Supreme Lord. We will go through the purport written by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. দেখুন, তাহা হইলে সত্য বস্তু কি, ইহার উত্তরে পূর্বোক্ত শব্দ প্রমাণ বেদ্য তত্ত্বই এবং সেই তত্ত্ব वदन्ति तत्त्व वेदस्तम, अर्थात तत्वज्ञ व्यक्तिगण अद्वय ज्ञान के तत्व बोलें इत्यादि प्रथम स्कंदे जहाँ उक्त হইয়াছে তাহার ন্যায় এখানে বলিতেছেন জ্ঞানম, জ্ঞানই সত্য বস্তু. So if one were to ask, then what is permanent object, what is eternal, what is absolute truth, then undivided knowledge is absolute truth. Like in Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, it is said, Vadanti tat tattva vidastatvam yad jnanamadvayam, jnanam advayam, advaya jnana, undivided knowledge is the absolute reality. Undivided knowledge. What is undivided knowledge? That is absolute. Undivided means that knowledge is one. It cannot be, it is called akhanda. It is undivided. It is one. Absolute truth cannot be many, it is one. So, that undivided truth is called by the Tattvavadis, means the best of the knowers of the Supreme, they have designated Advaya Jnana. Non-dual truth means one undivided truth to be eternal reality. That is eternal reality. Similarly, Bharat also is telling the same thing. That was spoken by Sukadeva Goswami, Suta Goswami, and here this is said by Bharat to Rahugana. की प्रकार ज्ञान ताते बोलते चन विशुद्धम वह विशुद्ध बोलते मायक सत्वादि गुणेर अतीता. What kind of knowledge? You are telling that knowledge is absolute reality. What kind of knowledge is it? It is vishuddham, pure. What kind of pure? Pure means that which is not enveloped or contaminated by the three modes of material nature. Because sattva, raja, tamo guna, all these three modes are contaminants or pollutants. Sometimes in sattva guna also we think that it is very nice, but sattva guna is better than rajoguna, tamoguna comparatively. Relatively it is better, but absolutely it is not better, because even sattva guna is also cause of bondage. When we are doing any activity in the mode of goodness, we are doing some pious activity, a noble activity, charity activity, philanthropic activity, compassion, all these things come in the mode of goodness. But when we do a good activity, we also have to enjoy the result of the good activity. So, in order to enjoy, we have to come to this material world. Come to this material world means it's a bondage. When you are getting some enjoyment, you will also get suffering in this material world. It's not a place where you will get only enjoyment. There is also suffering. Not only on the earth planet, even in the heavenly planets there is this suffering. Indra is always in worry. Indra is always in tension. Now from which direction the demons are coming? When will they come and attack? Always in anxiety. Because the more possessions one has got, the more anxious one will be. A person who is sleeping on the streets will have better sleep than a person who is having lots of money and sleeping in an AC room. Why? He has no possessions, nobody will take away anything, he has nothing to be taken away. He is the most relaxed person, he can sleep anywhere. Whereas those who are rich, even if they are given AC rooms, even if they are given sleeping pills, there are some persons, even after eating sleeping pills, they don't get sleep. Why? Because they are anxious, there is always anxiety about, I will lose this, I will lose this position, I will lose that position. But if the position is not there, no worry. That is why our Guru Maharaj used to say, दिल्ली का लड्डू जो खाया वो पछताया, जो नहीं खाया वही पछताया. Means a person who has eaten Delhi's laddu, he is also repenting. Not eaten, he is also repenting. Delhi laddu means getting married. So laddu khana means, laddu khilao, please, feed laddus means, please, marriage. In the marriage it is done. So, person who is married, he is also unhappy. Who is not married, he is also unhappy. Not married, he is thinking, so nice, he got married. His wife is doing everything very nice, chapatis, rotis, paneer sabji, all these things she is preparing. I am eating on the streets, and even if I am cooking, it's getting burnt. I have to wash dishes. If she is there, she is doing everything very nice. But a person who is married, he is also thinking, even if I was eating the burnt sabji and burnt rice, that was better than getting burnt daily, day by day, in the fire of this marriage institution. So both are unhappy. In a similar way, possessions, not only marriage here, possessions, any possessions, we think that money, very nice. If we get money, we will be very happy. And those who have money, they are very happy. But after we get money, there is no peace. One, our Guru Maharaj used to say, he went to Param Gurudev, went to one house for, collecting funds or something like that. In that house, a very fat lady was living, very fat lady. She was coming down the steps when Param Gurudev came, and she, Maharaj Pranam, she cannot bend because she is so fat, she cannot bend. Maharaj Pranam. And then Param Gurudev sat, she also sat, very much in tension, very much in worry. Param Gurudev asked, you seem to be in so much tension. Why? You have so much money. You are so rich. You have so many servants. Why are you, so anxious, and why are you so worried? Then she told, Guruji, even though I have so much money, even though I have so many servants, I cannot eat anything. Doctors told that you should not eat this, you should not eat that, you should not eat this. Whatever is cooked, my servants are eating. I am not eating anything. My servants are eating anything. I can only drink some juice. 2 times, 3 times juice in a day, but I cannot eat anything. Whatever is cooked, they are only eating. So many servants are there. So much money is there, but she is deprived of the minimum necessity, that is food. Why? We think that money is giving us happiness. She was totally unhappy for her position. So the thing is that when we do good activity, we think that, oh, we will enjoy. We will become king of heaven. We will become Brahma. But the thing is that the anxiety is more when we get bigger and bigger positions. Better be a normal person. I want to become mutt in charge. But the moment I become mutt in charge, I will realize that, oh, I was good when I was a sevak. We think, oh, mutt in charge is enjoying so much, very nice, going by car, he's doing this, he's doing that. But no basic sleep to him. Everything is there. He is eating, but he is just quickly gulping everything to attend his next service activities. But ordinary sevak, no problem. I have nothing to do, I have to go and sleep. I can eat more, I can sleep more, nobody is going to say anything. So the thing is that we are aspiring for bigger and bigger positions, but the thing is, the more we think that we become big, we will be happy, the more unhappy we will become. More it is difficult to perform Hari Bhajan also. It's not easy to perform Hari Bhajan when we are having material comforts. Artha anarthera mool means material prosperity is the cause of anartha. Anartha means unwanted thing, or disaster, distress. Material prosperity is a cause of distress, not cause of happiness. Itihas, history says this. Previous personalities, they have exemplified in this, and they have set an example to all of this. But still we are thinking that, oh, I'll be happy when I become rich. It is our foolishness. परमार्थम, परमार्थ अर्थात परम उत्कृष्ट अर्थ बोलते प्रयोजन मोक्षादि जाहा होते साधित होय से ज्ञान. And what is this knowledge? One is Vishuddham, pure from Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. And it is Paramartham. It gives the highest welfare. Knowledge of this brings highest welfare. जड़ विद्या जत मायार वैभव तुम्हार भजने बाधा मोह जनमिया अनित्य संसारे जीव के कराए गाधा. The learning of this material world. What is it? It is Maya Vaibhav. It is just the opulence of Maya. It is just, a beautiful, presentation of Maya. And Tumara Bhajane Badha. This is a great hindrance in your bhajan. Mohajanmiya, the more you are educated, Anitya Sansare, Jeev ke karaye gada. The more one is educated, the more one is becoming ass. A bigger ass he is. More educated, a bigger ass he is. The more he is under the control of Maya. On the other hand, this knowledge of Supreme Paramartha, it gives the highest welfare. This is the difference between the ordinary knowledge and Paravidya, material, spiritual knowledge, absolute knowledge. Ekam, Ekaswarupa arthat Advaya, that is Ekam, that is one. Ultimate reality is one, not many. It is not a divided truth. It is an undivided truth, undivided knowledge, one. Anantaram avahihi bahyo abhyantara shunya arthat vyapaka ei artha, and all pervasive. That knowledge is all pervasive. Evam sei gyan Brahma Paramatma Bhagavan bolia katitahan. That absolute knowledge or undivided truth, undivided knowledge is identified or understood as Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Three aspects it is understood. ई प्रथम स्कंदे रुक्ति अनुसार ई बोलते चैन ब्रह्म ताहा ब्रह्म शब्देर द्वारा वाच्य निर्वाकल्पत्व निर्विकल्पक स्वरूप जहा ज्ञानी गणेर उपास्य. So those who are jnanis, those who are seekers of knowledge, they are transcendentalists, they are spiritualists, not material knowledge. They want to attain the knowledge of the Brahman. They are worshippers of Brahman, which is nirvikalpa, without any transformation, and which is all pervasive. There are three features: Anutva, Brihatva, Madhyamatva. These are the three features. Anutva means atomic. Vibhutva means pervasiveness, all pervasiveness. Madhyamatva means intermediate. Anutva, as an intermediate expansion, the Lord is Paramatma. Vibhutva, he is realized as an all pervasive Brahman. Madhyamatva is an intermediate where he is realized as a personality. These are the three features in which the Lord is realized. Pratyak Prashantam Sarvajiver Antare Virajaman O Janma Maranadi Kshobha Varjita Paramatma Shabda Vachya. And the second aspect of realization is Paramatma. As Paramatma, that is atomic, localized aspect, and that does not undergo any transformation with the transformation of the body. We are living, inside us there is Paramatma. When the body is dead, Paramatma is not dead. When the body is aged, Paramatma is not aged. When the body grows, Paramatma is not growing. So that which is beyond the influence of the bodily or external covering, that is Paramatma. ভগবত শব্দ সংজ্ঞা ভগবান, এই শব্দ যাহার সংজ্ঞা তিনি ভক্তগণের উপাস্য। And the third aspect is Bhagavan, that which is indicated as personality. This is worshipped by the devotees. This personal feature of the Lord is worshipped by the devotees. এই যে ত্রিবিধ रूप ইহাকেই वासुदेव अर्थात वसुदेव नंदन बोलिया पंडितगण बोलिया थाकेन, अर्थात वासुदेव के ब्रह्म परमात्मा भगवान बोलेन. So those who are knowers of the truth, they call this Brahma Paramatma Bhagavan to be Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva. Means Vasudeva has three features: Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Or in another sense, Vasudeva is the absolute undivided truth. Vasudeva is the undivided truth. Okay, that is Krishna is undivided truth. पूर्णम ब्रह्म सनातनम, अर्थात पूर्ण सनातन ब्रह्म श्री कृष्ण, जिनी नंदव्रज गोपगणेर परम मित्र इत्यादि. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives an example how Brahman is nothing but Krishna. Few days ago we heard the prayers of Brahma, wherein it says Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Krishna is addressed as Purna Brahma. Purna Brahma means complete Brahman, or you can say Parabrahman. He who is the supreme Brahman. Purnam Brahma Sanatanam, and that is Sanatana, eternal. So it is said that the son of Nanda Maharaj, Sri Krishna, is Purna, complete, eternal Brahma, and he has friends. That is the verse Aho Bhagyam verse, in which it comes that Nanda Gopa Vrajokasham Yan Mitram Paramanandam. Their friend is, Purna Brahma Sanatana. Krishnaya Paramatmane, Paramatma Shri Krishna ke Namaskar. And in another verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said Krishnaya Paramatmane. Krishna is Paramatma. In one verse it is told Krishna is Brahman, Parabrahman. In another verse it is said Krishnaya Paramatmane. Krishna is Paramatma. Tat astu Bhagavan Krishna. Tar par Bhagavan Krishna. And then in another verse it is said Tadastu Bhagavan Krishna. Krishna is Bhagavan. Means one it is said Brahman is Bhagavan, another Brahman is Krishna, another verse Paramatma is Sri Krishna, and in a third verse Bhagavan is Sri Krishna. Means that Sri Krishna is realized in these three features. Krishna is Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Krishna is undivided truth. He is not divided into three. Brahman is one aspect, Paramatma is another truth, and Bhagavan is third truth. There are no three truths. There is only one truth, Sri Krishna. But that truth is realized in three different aspects. तार पर भगवान कृष्ण श्री बलराम ओ वयस्य ब्रज बालक गणेर सहित ब्रज स्त्री गणेर आनंद वर्धन करत क्रीड़ा कुरियाचिलेन इत्यादि श्रीमद् भागवते. So in this manner, this is the verse that says in Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto 8th chapter, in this manner Krishna, Balaram and all other Brajavasis are performing various activities to enhance the bliss of the Brajavasis. So there Krishna is addressed as Bhagavan. So these are the various citations from Srimad Bhagavatam. एवं श्री गीता ते ब्रह्मणो ही प्रतिष्ठाहम अमी ब्रह्मेर प्रतिष्ठाता. And in Gita there is a verse that says Brahmano hi pratishthaham, I am the source of Brahman. Krishna is directly telling. There Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj that Krishna is Brahman, Krishna is Paramatma, Krishna is Bhagavan. But now Krishna is directly telling Brahmano hi pratishtha aham, I am the source of Brahman. Means by all these scriptural citations, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling that it is the one absolute truth, undivided truth, that is realized in three aspects, but they are not three different truths. Absolute truth is only one. विष्टव्याहम এই સમગ્ર જગત আমার એકાંશેર દ્વારા વિધૃત હૈયા છે. And also in Gita it is told that the entire creation is from 1/4 of my energy. Means he is pervading everywhere as Brahman. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita that I am all pervasive principle, at the same time I am the cause of Brahman. Brahmano hi pratishtaham, and he is Bhagavan. Bhagavan himself is directly speaking. Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. I am the master of all the sacrifice, the enjoyer, means I am Bhagavan. So everywhere in Gita or Bhagavat, all the verse, all the scriptures, the Supreme Lord, the Paramatma feature and the Brahman feature are addressed to be one, and that is Vasudeva, Sri Krishna. Evam Vasudevo Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Shabd Vachir Madhye Ami Vasudev. And also in Bhagavat, another verse, it says that Bhagavat Shabda Vachir Madhya Ami Vasudev. I am Vasudeva to whatever you name as Bhagavan. If you want to name Bhagavan, that is Vasudeva. I am that. इत्यादि बहु प्रमाणे द्वारा वसुदेव नंदन श्री कृष्ण ही परम पूर्णत्व निर्णीत होइया छे. In this manner, through several scriptural citations or substantiations, it has been concluded that Krishna or Vasudeva is the Purna Tattva, is the complete reality. He is the complete reality, absolute reality. এখানে সময় হয়ে গেছে. এখানে ভগ শব্দের ঐশ্বর্য চারিত্ব হেতু এবং ঐশ্বর্যের ঈশিতব্যত্ব যাহাকে শাসন করিতে হইবে তাহা অপেক্ষা থাকায় এবং ঈশিতব্য মায়িক জীবগণের পূর্বোক্ত যুক্তিতে মিথ্যাত্ব প্রমাণিত হওয়ায় তাহার ধামে নিবাসকারী ভক্তগণেই নিত্য তাহারা ঈশিতব্য ইহা অবগত হওয়া যায়. Now Krishna Chakravarti Thakur is bringing a very nice point. I'll just translate and leave it here because he's explaining. Now when you say Bhaga in the Bhagavan, Bhagavan means possessor, Bhaga means opulence. He who possesses opulence is called Bhagavan. Now Bhagavan also indicates satta, energy, potency or supremacy, controlling power. Bhaga also indicates supremacy or controlling power. Now if Krishna, Bhagavan means he who possesses the controlling power, means in one word, controller. Right? Supreme Lord is the controller. Whom will he control? If there is a controller, there should be someone whom he should be controlling, isn't it? When do you call a controller? Driver is there. If there is a car, you call a driver. Otherwise, he cannot be called as a driver, isn't it? In a similar manner, controller, so he must be controlling something or someone. That is why he is called a controller. Whom is he controlling? Everyone. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling all the living entities in this material world, everything in this material world, they are all temporary. It's already proven few verses ago. Jada Bharat has told that earth is not permanent, living entities are not permanent, atomic particle is not permanent, all other elements are not permanent. Now, when that absolute truth is an absolute controller, he is an eternal controller, there should be someone who is eternally present. He cannot be a controller of temporary objects. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is proving a point, which means his devotees are eternal. He is an eternal controller, means there are eternally controlled beings. But because none of these are eternal in this material world, there must be some eternal dham where there are his eternal servants living who are eternally being controlled by Supreme Lord. If you have not understood this, I will tell tomorrow. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद प्रोम स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय। जय श्री श्री जड़ भरत की जय। श्री रघुगण राजा की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय।